So we are going to start our new chapter, which is Simultaneous Equations. It follows on from our previous chapter on coordinate geometry, which I know got a bit kind of lost in our November assessments, but it follows on quite nicely from that. Okay, so we're going to look at this, right? Finding the point of intersection of two lines using graphs. Now, we've done this quite a bit in the previous chapter, so I'm just going to go through it graphically, the way we did it in coordinate geometry, and then I'm going to show you how to do it algebraically. Okay, it's not technically what they say in this question, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so graph these lines. So in order to graph the lines, you have options. I told you the options in the previous chapter. The first one is to find 2 points. And you do that by, letting x equal 1 and then letting x equal 2, etc. and finding the y values. And then you have your 2 points. And the second way, which is the way I'm going to do, is you isolate y and use your y-intercept and your slope. Okay, and that's the one that I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to rearrange these lines. So at the moment I have 2x plus 3y equals 12, and I want to isolate this y here. So the first thing I'm going to do is minus the 2x and minus the 2x, and that gets rid of that. So now I have 3y equals minus 2x and plus 12. I can't combine them because they're not in the same family. And then I want to isolate the y, so I divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3, and I get y equals minus 2 over 3x plus, and 12 over 3 I can do is 4. Yeah? So that's the first one. I might plot that just while I'm okay, I have no idea what the second one is going to be, but we'll just throw this down. And I put in some numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can put 10 on my x. So that's minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, complete silence as I write the numbers. Okay, so there's my graph. Now I go back to my line, and hopefully you remember how to do this. But this here, the y-intercept, is your start point. So I'm going to go over to my graph, and I'm going to go to where y is 4, and I'm going to put down a pink dot. Yeah? And then your slope is your rise and your run, and you run first. So I'm going to run 3, and then I'm going to rise minus 2, which means I'm going to go down 2. I'm going to run 3 and down 2. Okay, now I'm going to put dots in just so you can follow, because obviously I'm not in front of you, but I will take them out. So I'm going to run 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go down 2, 1, 2. And that's where my dot goes. Okay, and then I'm going to throw a line in there. Insert a line. I don't know. I might need to extend that. If I do, I do. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so then we'll go over here and we go again. So the other one is x minus 3y equals minus 3. And again, I want to isolate that y. So I'm going to minus the x and I'm going to minus the x. Minus 3y equals minus x minus 3. And then I'm going to divide by minus 3, divide by minus 3, divide by minus 3. So they cancel, leaving me with y. There's an invisible 1 in here. Yeah? So the two minuses make a plus. So it's just 1 over 3x. And then the two minuses here make a plus, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Yeah? So again, here is my start point for that line, which is 1. So I'm going to use my purple and put my 1 in there. And then my slope this time, I'll do blue. So I've got my rise and I've got my run. I'm going to run first. So 3 to the right and up 1. And again, I'll put the dots in. So 1, 2, 3, and up 1. Brings me to there. Okay. And I'm going to put in my line here. Okay. So hopefully you can see that the point of intersection graphically is 3 on the x and 2 on the y. Yeah? Okay, so now I'm going to do this algebraically, which is basically the new thing I'm trying to teach you. So doing it graphically, we have done that already. That's from the previous chapter, so hopefully that's okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to find, am I on the right bit? No, sorry. We're going to find the point of intersection algebraically. That looks like a felt wrong. So my two lines are 2x plus 3y equals 12 and x minus 3y equals minus 3. Right. Now, I'm sure if any of you are doing grinds or getting any kind of extra help that you have learned a particular way to do this. It's called elimination or cancelling. I don't see any point in learning a different way to do it when you already know how to do it. So I'm going to show you how I do it. And the reason is that we already know how to do these things. We do it for the line, so why would we kind of undo it? I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Okay, so the way I do simultaneous equations, and when you're finding the point of intersection algebraically, what you are doing is simultaneous equations, right? So sorry, my dog's eating something. You eating? So simultaneous equations sound like a whole like branch of maths or something. It's not. The word simultaneous means that you do these two things together. And basically what you're doing is you're solving two equations together. That's all it is. Okay, and the reason we do it is to find the point of intersection of the two lines. Okay, so I have the 4 steps here on how to do it. You rearrange both equations to isolate y. Okay, I'm not going to do it again because I just did it over here. So I'm just going to take my answers. So y equals minus 2/3 x plus 4 for the first one. Y equals minus 2/3 x plus 4. And the second one was y equals 1/3 x plus 1. Y equals 1/3 x plus 1. Okay? And then essentially what you do is, what we're going to do is we're going to say y equals y. We're going to use this version of y here, and we're going to use this version of y here. So we end up with minus 2 over 3x plus 4 equals 1 over 3x plus 1. Okay? So step 1 is to write them by isolating y, so rearrange them. Step 2 is to let the first equation equal the second equation. Essentially, you're letting y equal y. Now, the third one is to solve. And I have in green up here, remove any fractions first. Okay, so to remove fractions, you multiply by the common denominator. And the common denominator here is... We put the Christmas tree up yesterday and the puppy thinks it's a big plaything. And the common denominator here is 3, right? So I'm going to multiply everything by 3. I'm going to multiply this first one by 3. I'm going to multiply this second thing by 3. I'm going to multiply the third thing by 3. And I'm going to multiply the fourth thing by 3. I'm going to multiply them all by 3. Okay, so you can use your calculators here if you want to. You shouldn't need to. So multiplying by 3... Sorry. Multiplying by 3 here in the first one. This 3 cancels with this 3, and I'm left with minus 2x. Multiplying by 3 in the second one, I don't have a denominator, so it's just 3 by 4, which is 12. Multiplying by 3 here, again, the 3 in the denominator and the 3 on the top cancel, so I'm left with 1x. And the last one, I don't have a denominator, so it's just 1 by 3 is 3. Now I've gotten rid of the fractions, I can solve, and this is the one where, you know, you make one side your x's side and the other side your numbers side. So I'm going to, this one's fine because it's on the x's side. This one isn't because it should be on the number side, but it's on the x's side. So I'm going to go minus 12 to cancel that out. And I'm going to go minus 12 on this side. Then we hop over the equals to the number side. So I have 1x here on the number side, which shouldn't be there. So I'm going to go minus 1x, and that will cancel that out. And then minus 1x over here. And then the plus 3 is fine. Okay, so tidy up. On the x's side, I have minus 3x. And on the number side, I have, is that minus 9? I want to isolate my x, so I'm going to divide by minus 3. And then divide by minus 3 to balance it out. So x equals 3. Yeah? So that's, I mean, we did that in... I can't remember. Was that the end of first year, I think, in lockdown? Quite a while ago, anyway. So the very last step then, so I rewrote the equations in terms of y. I let y equal y, which means I let one equation equal the other equation. If there are fractions, get rid of them. You do that by multiplying by the common denominator. So I did that. And then I solved for x. So I have step 3 complete. And the next thing is to sub into equation 1 to get y. So I take the... You can actually sub into either equation. It doesn't have to be equation 1. I was just writing it down as a rule. So I'm going to take this first equation, 2x plus 3y equals 12. 2x plus 3y equals 12. And I'm going to replace the x with the 3. So it's 2 times 3 plus 3y equals 12. 6 plus 3y equals 12. We are trying to get the y, so we minus the 6, minus the 6. So 3y equals 6, and then we are trying to get the y, so we divide by 3, and y equals 2. So if you have a look, I'm after getting that x is 3 and y is 2. When you put them together, you always put the x first and the y second. So it becomes 3, 2 when you solve the simultaneous. And when you solve the simultaneous, what you're doing is getting a point of intersection. So what I am saying is that the point of intersection of these two lines algebraically is 3, 2. And if I go back over here, when I did it graphically, I got 3, 2. Okay, so when you plot it graphically, that's one way. And then the new way, which is algebraically, is using simultaneous equations. And there's your 4-step method for solving a simultaneous. Okay, so I am going to give you this question. For homework. And I need to talk to you about that now. Where is the journal? Oh, there it is. So Monday the 29th of November. So I want you to graph the following lines and find the point of intersection graphically. Then use simultaneous equations to find the point of intersection. All right? So that is what I want you to do for, is it Thursday we have class again? Hopefully I'll be back on Thursday. But that is what I want you to do. So graph the following lines and find the point of intersection graphically, and then use simultaneous equations to find the point of intersection algebraically. And if you do it correctly, you should get the same answer. Okay, so that's homework. And I just want to go in here quickly. So revision topics are starting today. It's speed, distance, time. And I'm just going to, so speed, distance, time. I should be able to go in here and grab the speed, distance, time. Okay, so I'm putting your questions for the week in here. I'll go past you there. Yeah, third year's content, revision work, speed, distance, time. Okay, so your revision work is in there now, and the idea is that it's due the 6th of December 2021 and should be uploaded to Schoology. So I'll make an assignment on Schoology now for you to upload that to. The idea is that it's 2 chapters, like you know yourself, the higher level chapter, a big chunk of it is the ordinary level chapter. So, you know, it's just one big chapter. Make some notes. I was talking about this on Friday in class, how there is bits of maths that just need to be learned off. So you need to go through, whether it's my notes or the book, I don't really care, and find the important bits, the bits you need to have learned off, the bits you need to know. Make your notes. I mean, notes in maths will be much shorter than notes in science, so that's good. But make your notes and then go in and do the questions. Okay? And the questions need to be uploaded to Schoology by this day week. Okay? All right. Hopefully see you Thursday.